I'm sure every single day you lay eyes on people who cruise by in luxury cars, who live in jaw-dropping mansions, and a part of you wonders, how on earth do they afford a life like that? Don't worry, you're not alone. I've wrestled with that same burning question, but here's what I discovered. Most of these wealthy individuals are not relying on just one source of income. No, they're strategically using three powerful types of income to stack their fortune higher and higher. So let's dive deep into what they are and how you can use the same strategies to build real wealth. Number 1, earned income. When people think of the rich, their minds often go straight to billionaires who've built massive companies from scratch. And yes, that's fair. Most of the names dominating the Forbes list are founders of corporations that shape the way we live. But here's the twist. Not every wealthy person began their journey as a CEO. Believe it or not, many of the successful people living around you started making money just like you and me through good old-fashioned earned income. So what exactly is earned income? Earned income is the money you receive in exchange for your time and effort. It can come from being a salaried worker, an hourly employee, a freelancer, a consultant, you name it, of course. Not all earned incomes are created equal. Your position on the earned income ladder will determine just how much you're bringing in. For example, if you're new to the workforce, you might be working as a grocery store cashier, pulling in $15 an hour. In this scenario, every dollar you earn is considered earned income. But on the other end of the spectrum, stand doctors. Some physicians rake in hundreds of thousands of dollars every year, and yet by definition, their money still counts as earned income. They may wear white coats, but they're still trading hours for dollars, just like everyone else. Earned income definitely has its perks, especially if you're someone chasing financial success. Let's break down the advantages and where this kind of income starts to lose its power. If you need cash fast, look no further than earned income. Out of the three income types we're about to discuss, this one brings in money the quickest. Need a paycheck by next month? It's doable. You could easily pick up a minimum wage job, work overtime at your current job, or if you have a valuable skill like copywriting, hop online, land a few gigs on Upwork, and start earning within days. And if you play your cards right, that could be a much more profitable path. Of course, it takes experience, but the reward is worth it. Another huge advantage of earned income, you can actually multiply it for free through employer match programs. Right now, most American companies offer a 401k match, usually around 6% of your salary. That means if you're making $60,000 a year, your employer could give you an extra $3,600 toward your retirement savings just for participating. That's money you should be investing anyway. Chances are, some of these benefits already sound familiar. Maybe you've experienced them yourself. If so, don't forget to hit that like button. But there's one benefit that hardly anyone talks about: how structured the journey to a decent or even high earned income really is. Take engineers, for instance. That's considered a solid, well-paying career, and guess what? The path is clear. You go to school, work hard, graduate, and land a job. It's not easy, but it is simple. That's why so many people continue chasing degrees year after year. So yes, if you want a guaranteed way to earn money, earned income is a solid start. But this is a big but not every part of earned income shines. Let's talk drawbacks. Two major ones, to be exact. First, time. You have to give up your time to make this kind of income. If you're salaried, that means working 8 hours a day or more. Freelancers, not much different. And here's the heartbreaking part. If you don't work, you don't earn. Period. Even worse, there's a hard ceiling. Time is limited. If you earn $20 an hour and you pull a grueling 12-hour shift, the most you can make in a day is $240. Push beyond that. It's unsustainable. Your body and mind won't last. And let's be honest, most people aren't exactly thrilled to be at work. A Gallup poll revealed that only 15% of employees say they're engaged at their jobs. That means the overwhelming majority would rather be anywhere else. Then there's the monster. Lurking in every paycheck, taxes. Earned income gets taxed hard. The more you earn, the more the government takes. Make $100,000 a year. You're handing over about $24,000 to federal taxes alone. Add in state and local taxes. Okay. And you're giving up over $31,000. It's like working all year and only getting paid for 8 months. Sure, taxes are a part of life. But when earned income is your only income source, that tax bite stings deeply. Still, when used wisely, earned income can be your launch pad. It can help you save, invest, and build the future of your dreams, especially when you pair it with the next type of income. It's the kind that the wealthy truly love. Number 2, capital gains income. Once you've stacked some cash, it's time to make your money work for you. That's where capital gains income comes in. If you're unfamiliar, capital gains income is the profit you earn when you sell an asset for more than you bought it for. The most common example? Buying a stock for $10, then selling it for $20. But that's not the only place you see it. Just think about people selling their homes. They live in them for years, and when the time is right, they sell, sometimes for tens or hundreds of thousands more than they paid. That profit? That's capital gains income. Whenever someone sells a property for more than they initially paid for it, something powerful happens. A capital gain is triggered an invisible force that quietly builds wealth behind the scenes. The gap between the price they once bought it for and what they sold it for? That difference becomes their capital gains income. But here's the twist: capital gains aren't just born from flipping houses or playing the stock market. No. There are many hidden ways to earn this kind of income. Still, for the average person walking the streets today, real estate and stocks remain the most familiar and accessible doors into this mysterious world of wealth, and soon you'll understand why capital gains are one of the most powerful tools in the game of money. Let's begin with this. Capital gains are shockingly passive. Take stocks, for example. With just a bit of research up front, maybe a few late nights digging into company numbers, you buy in. Keep your eye on the price, and when the time is right, you sell. The work minimal. The reward potentially massive. It's not effortless. But compared to grinding day after day for a paycheck, it's a different league. And in a world where time is your most precious currency, capital gains give you breathing room. Now think about real estate. Sure, there's paperwork, negotiations, and a little legwork to find the right property. But once it's yours, time does the heavy lifting. Slowly, silently, the property gains value. And when the moment is right to sell, gains are yours. But here's the part that might just make you fall in love with capital gains: taxes. If you're someone who despises giving away chunks of your income to the government, this will sound like music to your ears. Capital gains are taxed very differently from earned income. In fact, the first $40,000 of your capital gains, tax-free, completely untouched. The next $400,000, just a 15% cut, and beyond that, capped at 20%. Now, here's the golden nugget. Every long-term capital gains tax rate is lower than what regular workers pay on their income. That means you could make the same money, still keep way more of it in your pocket. And if secrets like these excite you, the kind that could quietly build your fortune, then make sure you've subscribed. This is just the beginning. So far, capital gains might sound like the ultimate cheat code to wealth. But every treasure comes with a challenge. And here's the catch. To earn capital gains, you must first own valuable assets, the kind that grow over time. And to own those, you need capital. You need money. Let's say you're eyeing a promising stock portfolio. You could be looking at investing thousands just to get started. Dreaming of buying a property to sell later, you might need a down payment. Upwards of $100,000. This is where the brutal truth reveals itself. Capital gains favor those who already have money. It's the classic rule. It takes money to make money. But here's the silver lining. If you're already earning income from your job, combining it with capital gains could skyrocket your wealth like never before. Now let's talk about something even more thrilling. Passive income. Picture this. You wake up in the morning, your eyes barely open, and your phone buzzes. A notification lights up the screen. You just made another $100 in your sleep. That's the magic of passive income. And yes, it's very real. Some scoff and say it's impossible, but those who know understand its incredible power. Earning money without constant effort isn't just a dream. It's a necessity if you want a life beyond endless work. Now you might wonder, how do you start? Let's move from the simple to the more costly. You could start a blog, launch a YouTube channel, create and sell digital products, and then scale up by rental properties, invest in stocks, or even own a piece of a business. Millions fantasize about earning while they rest. They're not lazy, they're strategic. See, when most people want more money, they work longer hours. But what happens when your time is already stretched thin? Family, friends, your health, your responsibilities, they all take slices of your day. That's where passive income becomes your lifeline. I'm a firm believer in its power, because sooner or later, your free time disappears. When that day comes, you'll need something working for you in the background, something unstoppable. Now let's be honest, building passive income isn't as simple as snapping your fingers. If you don't have capital, you'll need to trade your time. Let's say you want to start a blog or a YouTube channel, but can't afford help. That means long nights learning, building, fixing, and starting over. It's tough, but if you do have the money, everything accelerates. You can buy a rental property, grab dividend-paying stocks, boom, you're earning instantly, no matter which road you take. Here's what you'll learn. Active income fuels passive income. Whether you earn the money to invest or invest the time to build, you're going to work for it up front. But once the system's in place, once the cash rolls in while you sleep, you'll look back and realize every sacrifice was worth it. And if you want to learn how to build a $10,000 a month passive income stream starting from zero, then click on this next video. Let's begin this journey together.